over the past week, I've had multiple clients who went through this weird phase, including myself, where we had those inner dialogues and it was going to try to take over our life and prevent us from working out. Some of my clients played victim. Some of my other clients overcame it and grew from it. What was very fascinating by it was one of them was a world-class Olympic level elite wrestling champion with multiple medals, different organizations, world championships, Asian championships, Olympic caliber. Iranian, to give you an idea. He's fucking tough as nails. He had the inner bitch dialogue kick in, and I also had a corporate Joe average lifestyle, trying to just lose weight, get stronger, build confidence, female, single. Just listening to them speak while they deal with that inner bitch was very fascinating. Very fascinating. Because the world champion still had it. He just shut that door quicker and he actually took action faster. The thing that made him special is his ability to create an intensity that puts him in a peak performance mindset, which puts him in such a frame of mind that creates so much positivity and gratitude in that moment, in that time frame, making him very present in the moment. Because when he came to the gym, asked me to help him out, he said his mind was going super fucking dark, so dark. After the workout, he's dancing in his fucking underwear in the gym. I trained in a fighting gym, one of the gyms I train at, and he was in his underwear and he was just dancing. It looked like his underwear. It was basically just a jock strap. It was MMA shorts, really tight ones. Dancing around, loving life. He's like, whoa, man, my mindset has completely shifted. He was just so shocked that he went down a rabbit hole. I told him the truth. You're a fucking savage. You're not supposed to not move. You're always moving. And there's a lot of savages on this planet, even though that might be out of shape, overweight, they are born to move. They're just supposed to move more. They're supposed to fight more. These are the ones that are aggressive, angry, a lot of mental chaos, I like to call it. Some people are just born to fight. We come from generations of fighters, warriors, hardworking farmers, and these people need to move. They have to train really fucking hard and be strong. And the female one, she went fucking MIA. I'm coaching her, and she just stopped tracking her workouts, stopped going to her workouts. She said she'd be there, she wouldn't. She said she'd be on a Zoom call, she wouldn't. She kept missing them over and over and over again. It got to a point where I just realized, okay, so you keep missing, you don't respect yourself, so I can't respect you because you don't respect me. Do you see what I'm saying? Guarantee she went through some internal turmoil, and then she messaged me back literally after 2-3 weeks saying, hey, I've been busy with work, and I'm going through a dark cloud, and I feel like it's hard for me to get out. I responded because her mindset's different, and I said the workouts is supposed to get you out of the cloud dark. This is why you're struggling. This is why your life is chaotic. And she said, you don't understand. This is that victim. Then I only responded the way I can because I knew what her response would be. I said, okay, so how can I help you? No response. Because you can't help a person like that with that mindset. They don't want help. They just want to keep sinking. They want attention. I don't operate that way. You take one step forward, I do 3. You do 2, I do fucking 6. You give me 3, I give you 10. You give me a half-ass effort, I just can't operate that way. Because half-ass doesn't equal stronger, faster. Maybe stronger, but my service is making really savages who want to be athletic, lean, sharp, strong, tough, emotionally stable. We're like the 1 out of every 100 on this planet. We need to train. We need to be active. We need to be athletes. And we train for the right reasons. Even though we get a physical appearance to it, it's a mindset that we can put ourselves in a positive mindset every single fucking day. And we're in control of that. Once you understand that, you'll never fucking stop, ever. Mindset training, this has to do with the inner bitch. Mindset training is taking something you don't like and framing it in such a way that you do like it. And it creates a positive mindset behind it. I don't like half my shit that I do, but I frame it in such a way that it's a positive way of operating. So like, let me give you an example. I clean the gym every single morning. Most mornings, roughly about 5 to 6 times a week, including weekends. I don't get paid to clean the gym in the weekends. I go in, I clean it, tip top. I even put extra hours for minimum wage. What benefit do I get? I keep pushing the edges of the envelope because I just said if the gym is clean, people's mind is clean. People's mind is clean, they're all performing better. If everyone's performing 1, 2, 3, 5% better, collectively as a whole, we're rising up. So I use that gym. I don't look at it as a janitorial job or a gym cleaning job. I look at it as an ability to help everyone around me, raise them to a positive mindset. And I realize it's the hard work which creates a certain mindset which puts you in a positive, elevated state, including peak physical performance. So when that inner bitch kicks in, which happens a lot of the times when we fall down a comfortable path or when we're overtrained, overdoing something, we have to be aware of it repeating over and over again, because it's going to come during the same time or around the same behaviors that you do over and over again. You just have to be aware of it. And the way you override it is direct action and a positive frame of mind going into it. If you can't see the positive out of the outcome of your way out, you're fucked, because now you're going to play a victim mindset. You got to see it from a positive standpoint. Any negative, just see from a positive standpoint. Prepare the next day, because that inner bitch will come up. But the more you prepare, you're going into that frame of mind, that workout, for example, that inner bitch that you don't want to do the workout, the better you will be. Like if it was raining hard and you want to go to the gym, you're late for practice, and you didn't do laundry and you don't have deodorants and you didn't clip your toenails. That negative dialogue is so bad. You don't have a workout program. That negative dialogue is like, what the fuck am I doing here? You eat a lot of junk food, you're overweight, you're coming to the gym, you feel like total shit. Like, this fucking sucks. All those negative dialogues will tell you not to train. But in reality, if you reflect deep enough, it's because you weren't prepared. You weren't your best you going into it. If you came in sharp, clean, water ball, pre-workout, post-workouts, everything's lined up, everything's clean, you're just on point. You're going into the workouts like, I fucking got this. It's just like an interview. Instead of working for someone else, you're working for your own self. And the name of the game, the more and more you go through these tough actions, the inner bitch does diminish and decrease, but it does come up in tougher challenges. But the more you go over it and you realize it's not me, it's a frame of mind which occurs under certain stresses or the things that your body doesn't want to go through. If you can dissociate yourself from your thoughts, you got a whole different level of emotional control, because you're going to be able to see certain circumstances and not be full victim to your own thoughts and conversations to your own head. The inner bitch will come during your workouts, and especially when you start. So how do you overcome that inner bitch when you're just starting your workout and you're just tired, exhausted, shitty ass food? Start very fucking slow. You committed to the time. Just now I came here, just before this I did gymnastics rings. I committed to half an hour. I told myself I'm not leaving till I do half an hour. I already trained in the gym. I told myself, I wrote it down, I got to do it outside. I'm making this a habit. And then it started raining. I started justifying it. I don't want to fucking train outside. It's raining. I already did my workout. All those thoughts start kicking in. I'm out. Inner bitch, it's coming, Sam. This happens all the time. You committed. You promised. You committed to the hour. Whatever inner emotional feeling you feel right now, negate that. Go to your workout. I feel proud as fuck. It put me in a positive frame of mind doing these fucking videos, because now I'm discussing something that affected me, which can help you. And this is how you overcome it. You just have to be really fucking aware. And the fact that I went through something I didn't really want to do put a positive frame of mind, because I told myself if I do it outside more and more often, I get stronger. The more rings I do, the stronger I get. This is actually what I want to do. It's part of my vision down the road. It puts me in such an elevated state by just going through with it. Yeah, and during the workout, those inner dialogues start kicking in. And what do you do when you're fucking already sore and you're doing the same body parts for the most part? I just chilled there and I just said, let me just hang on the rings for a bit. Let me force a high energy state. By hanging on the rings longer, I felt more energetic, but I was still a bit like, it's raining outside, a bit gloomy. So I waited for the next set, because I committed during that time frame. And during that time frame, I'm slowly increasing my energy levels. That's the name of the game. You're still focusing on the inner bitch. I'm like, as I increase the efforts in the gym, as I get stronger and stronger by pushing more weight, by doing more reps, the energy goes up and the positive mental attitude goes up. As you put more and more stress, you go to the pain zone, you have negative thoughts that do come up. The inner dialogue does come up, but that's where you overcome it. That's where you fight. That's where you channel all your aggression and use your own internal states to overrun those thoughts. Once you create a growth state, you're in flow state, there's no negativity in that state. The flow state is when you know for a fact, based off your efforts, your energy, your intentions, and you know for a fucking fact, by certainty, you grew. It doesn't have to be more reps and weights. It can be angles, creativity, different angles and things. If it aligns with your vision, you're one step closer, Boom, you're in a positive mindset and you go on through your day with the next task. That inner bitch will come up wherever your weakness is. And generally it's some things you don't want to fucking level up in. So if you're struggling with the leg press because you don't want to show off your legs because you're worried about the angles in the gym or your stomach and certain mirrors and certain exercises, that's going to be your inner dialogue. You just have to overrun that. And the best, like I said, the best way you do is you focus on it, see a positive frame of mind, see how you can approach it at the best of your abilities and go towards it regardless. Because that thought, every thought, is directing us to go towards where we need to go. The inner bitch will always come out. You just have to understand how to challenge it. The more we fuck up, the more we behave like a loser, go against what we want to do, the more the inner bitch will be higher and higher. The more we align with the person we want to be, and the more we follow suit in terms of having the quote-unquote perfect day, in terms of behavior and character versus a checklist, the more we're going to feel like we can handle more stuff. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Discipline creates more discipline. Overcoming more struggle creates overcoming more struggle. If you can overcome a hard workout by waking up early or even late at night just getting through the workouts when you told yourself you're not going to do it, doing other mundane shit gets a lot easier, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I learned that from my own experience. Maybe not at first, but if you can see the mastery and the beauty in terms of how you do like your workouts, you can apply it to your house. Like for example, I clean the gym. I don't want to clean the gym all the time, but because I clean the gym all the time, I realized I had that inner bitch dialogue in terms of cleaning my own house. I said, why the fuck do I have an inner bitch dialogue in terms of cleaning my own house, but I'll clean the whole fucking gym inside out? And I caught that, so I broke into small pieces. I committed to cleaning the house, putting the effort, and it got easier and easier and easier. I just overcame that limitation. That's one thing I can just give away. And these workouts really do help you go through your day in a positive manner, such that the inner bitch doesn't come up. All right. So that's my experience with the inner bitch very recently. I give you a world champion example of that inner bitch, which happens to every single one of us. It happened to him twice, actually, within a day or two. He came and he didn't want to fucking do his cardio session. He fucking turned on a fucking intensity, which just showed me what a fucking Olympian does. And again, you don't need to have that intensity. You build up to that drive in that moment, and then you can overrun any fucking negative state, because that's why wrestlers are tough. They have that mental strength. We all go through the same emotions. It's who can shut that door quicker and go through their day in a positive manner. And I'll give you an example of like average Joe, the victim mindset, depression. Everyone, I get depressed for a short period of time, but I know my own ego is preventing me. It's an ego problem. She's got everything, from what it seems. Too comfortable. The comfort's killing her. It's creating shame. Because deep down inside, she knows she should behave a certain way and she's not. And it eats everybody alive, including myself. So if you want to get leaner and stronger, and you got to do it, if you're obsessed with it, every time you deviate from the path, it's going to create that inner bitch. All the time. Well, you might get away for a day or two because your mind says, I'll put aside a day. That's that inner bitch. I'll put it aside for a day, but you committed. You got to be consistent. How can you be consistent by putting it aside for that day? You should catch yourself in those moments, because by you putting aside for it every single day, you're strengthening that inner bitch. Because it's become habitual, it's subconscious. You just have to be aware of it. I told myself I need to be consistent. Where in a positive mindset, and when you're like sitting down and you're reflecting, not in a negative mindset, it's like, what is the best time to do it? What is the best circumstance I can do? How do I get the time to do it? I can't go to the gym. It's too far away. I can't afford it. I'm at home. How can I do it at home? That's a positive mindset. They're finding a way to do it instead of siding with that inner bitch that says, well, I can't afford a gym membership. It's too far away. Or you have the time. That's just so fucking negative. It gets you fucking nowhere. All right? I'm not gifted. If you apply my mindset, and you can train any place, anywhere, time, gym, home, office, or outside, you don't leave without growing. It becomes habitual. If you have any questions about mindset, if that inner bitch is destroying your fucking life, it's preventing you from going outside, you hate yourself, it's affecting your relationships with other people, you can't find a girlfriend, you can't find a boyfriend, whatever it fucking may be, that inner bitch is making you feel fucking weak, shoot me a message or book a call on my website.